here's two guys that are actually entered the Flames of War tournament here at Southern Front. Guys, tell me how you guys got involved, and we're going to take a little bit of a look at your individual armies.
I'll start. It's all his fault. He and my son were playing HeroClix, and God only knows what else we're playing. Yeah. And then you guys got involved in Flames of War. They were playing North Africa at the time. Steve was playing, good Americans.
I had Americans.
My son had Germans. There was another guy that didn't play anymore, was playing Brits. They were looking for a fourth guy to play Italian. So they came to me and said, Chuck, will you play Italians? I said, hell no, Italians suck. So then they said, but you don't understand. My son, who knows me well, says, but Italians have cool looking stuff. I said, show me. So they showed me the Lancia, the 80, which is or 90,
90 millimeter,
which is like basically a naval gun mounted on the back of a flatbed truck. I said, okay, that's cool. What else you got? Then they showed me this Harriano, which is a little Jeep running Jeep. I said, all right, I'll play. So we started off very slow. We built a couple of platoons of infantry, fought it out in the distance. This is back when we were playing version 1 rules. 10 years ago?
Yeah.
It's been that long?
It might be pushing 10 years.
And then we basically progressed up from there.
Excellent. So are you still playing Italians for the tournament?
I played Italians at Guns of August last year. I'm playing Germans now.
Well, let's take a quick look at your army. It's right here?
Sure, yeah, that's him right there.
All right, so this is the army. I'm sorry, what's your first name?
My name's Chuck.
So Chuck brought this army to the Flames of War tournament. Can you tell us a little bit about what the army does?
This army is out of a book called Earth and Steel. It's basically a Panzer Lehr Panzer company. It's a tank company. I've got 2 platoons of tanks. These are Panther A's. These are Panzer IVs. They're supported by a platoon of Panzer Grenadiers and half-tracks. I got some motorcycle scouts to clear out for ambushes and stuff. And I got a small battery of Nebelwerfers, which is rocket launchers.
Okay.
To take out infantry and do smoke and stuff like that.
And the Panzer Lehr was a German Panzer division, and Lehr means teacher.
Yeah, it's like a demonstration unit.
Yeah, so basically they got all the cool stuff.
Yeah.
Nice.
They got all the new equipment. They were the ones who developed the tactics for fight, for how to use it and what to do. So these guys, this is an elite, pretty much of an elite unit.
So Chuck, how did you find out about Southern Front?
I'd heard about it for years and years. I mean, I live in Virginia, which is not too awfully far away. And we've heard about Southern Front for a long time. And this year we just decided to come down and play.
Awesome. Is this your first time?
It's my first time at Southern Front.
I came to the last one. I was here last year.
Okay, so, and I'm sorry, what's your first name?
Steven.
Steven. So tell us a little bit about your army as well.
Okay, so I brought Soviet Guards. And these guys were a Guards division. Basically, they were upgraded, granted Guard status due to performance in the past. And these guys would represent the tip of a spear, sort of the main assaults crossing into Belarusia. They're from a book called Hammer and Sickle. These guys were T-34 85s, sort of the best development of the T-34 at the time, which was a phenomenal tank.
Okay.
And these guys basically just represented the main attack and exploitation forces. And here we have 2 captured German tanks that used as decoy tanks.
Nice.
They would capture them and then use them to kind of sow discontent to what the Germans did to the Americans in the Battle of the Bulge. I actually have, they're not on there right now, but these guys have tank riders. They have these infantry guys assigned to ride on the backs of the tanks. So it's cool in Flames of War. It's a little bit tragic in real life.
So, is this an actual model that you put into play, the statue?
So these represent an objective.
Oh, okay.
When you play Flames of War, it's a little bit abstract. I mean, the ground scale is abstract. Objectives are placed on the board, and that's what you're fighting for. You're fighting to try to grab one of these objectives.
Okay.
Whatever they are. They can be whatever.
Is that Lenin?
That's Lenin, man.
Where'd you find him?
It's actually a commander with little green stuff as
the add-on. I thought I recognized the hat.
Yeah, this was made by our buddy Chris Miller.
Okay. Awesome.
So from what you can gauge, how many people are playing in this tournament?
I think there's
24.
Yeah, it's 12 tables and 24 players.
Okay.
Pretty good turnout. This is the first of the national qualifiers for the 2012 season. So we got that going for us.
Awesome.
Pretty cool.
That is pretty cool. I also like the terrain that they have laid out. The scale looks right, and some of the sequences, especially in some of the winter urban sort of environments, are pretty vicious looking.
Oh yeah, it can be a lot of fun. You get bogged down, you don't go anywhere, and then out of nowhere comes the infantry and slaughters all your tanks. It's cool.
It really makes the game, for sure.
It does.
Playing on a big pool table is not terribly fun, as you may remember from our days.
So we also got Wings of War here at Southern Front. Is Wings of War is played on this big of a mat?
Yes. The more the merrier. What we try and do is have as many players as humanly possible. We'll try and run between 20 and 30 in a session. And again, the bigger the mat, the more the playing area, the bigger the curve balls, the more fun people have.
So each player controls one plane?
One plane.
And what's the survivability of a plane in this game?
Well, he was blowing on your skill level. He was blown up on his very first part.
So again, guys, this is Flames of War in action. Or sorry, Wings of War. Correct? I'll cut that out, man. Edit time.
Yeah, just roll like it is.
So guys, I'm trying out Wings of War. Basically the way it's set up, you put 3 cards down, each one of them has a direction. You put the plane at the bottom of the card and move it to the top of the card. And based on this, you don't know exactly what how everyone else is going to move, so it's all about guesswork. Yes, thank you. And that's all there is to it. Then you have guns based on how the arcs are on your planes. So you have a front-facing gun for this guy.
Shots.
Hey, Brett.
Yeah.
Cover every aspect of naval warfare, but they don't just cover submarines specifically. And so to do justice to this kind of fight, I thought you need to isolate on the fights.
Absolutely. So I'm sorry, what's your name?
Bruce.
Bruce. Okay, so Bruce actually came up with a game system, guys, where this is the surface of the water. It's a naval game, and then basically you have this plastic plexiglass, and then submarines floating underneath the board. Guys, amazing creativity here. This just looks amazing. So are these actually weather elements applied to the...
This would be a squall crossing the table. We have a convoy of 8 ships and 2 destroyer escorts. Actually, old 4 Pipers from World War I. All of these are made out of wood. I had to create them myself because I couldn't find the ships in the scale.
Right, but fantastic job on them. We will probably stop by again to take some photos a little bit later.
Flames on the table. Come back by.
Alrighty, will do. Thank you, Bruce.